So there's been sad news today that Jim Brady, who for years was president of the Brady campaign to prevent gun violence, has passed away at the age of 73. I want to speak just a little bit about Mr. Brady, some of the background, if you don't know, to those who may not be American. Obviously I'm not American, but it's something I follow closely. It's sad news indeed, because Jim Brady was, in my opinion, a very brave and principled man whose tireless work was critical. Along with his wife Sarah, he helped to really push for common sense gun control in a country that is plagued by gun violence. So just to give a little bit of background about the Brady campaign for gun control. Basically, it was formerly known as, this is a direct quotation from Wikipedia. The Brady Campaign to Prevent Gun Violence and the Brady Center to Prevent Gun Violence are affiliated American non-profit organizations that advocate for gun control. Together they are commonly referred to as the Brady Campaign. They are named after James Jim Brady, who was permanently disabled as a result of the Ronald Reagan assassination attempt of 1981, and Sarah Brady, who was a leader within the organisation from 1989 till 2012. The Brady Campaign was founded in 1974 as the National Council to Control Handguns. From 1980 through 2000 it operated under the name Handgun Control Inc. In 2001 it was renamed the Brady Campaign to Prevent Gun Violence, and its sister project, the Center to Prevent Handgun Violence, was renamed the Brady Center to Prevent Handgun Violence. Its current president is Dan Gross, and he's been in that position since 2012. So basically, Jim Brady was President Reagan's press secretary, and when John Hinckley, through delusions of grandeur, attempted to kill President Reagan, Jim Brady was caught in the crossfire. At the time, many media outlets reported that he died, but he survived, only to be permanently disabled by that. But that experience led him to really recognise that America had a serious problem with gun violence and to try and do something about it. So he devoted the rest of his life to doing that. And I've got nothing but enormous respect for Jim Brady, for his wife, and for all other gun control advocates. These people are not only principled, but they are brave, and the reason I say they're brave is because when you're dealing with the sort of toxic environment that the gun lobby creates in America, then their work isn't just important, it is actually quite dangerous. Gun control advocates have been violently threatened, and given the current situation in the United States, where gun violence remains a very serious problem, and where it seems there's another gun massacre at least once a month, then you can appreciate the circumstances these people are working under. In fact, I would go so far as to propose they receive the Nobel Peace Prize for their efforts to make America a more peaceful society. Of course, there's no getting through to the gun lobby, and already there's gun nuts crawling out of the woodwork to make tasteless remarks about Mr. Brady's passing. Incidentally, I'm going to block any such comments on this video. This isn't a debate video, this is a tribute video, so if you are a gun advocate and you come on this video, I'll leave the comment section open for tributes, but if you come on this video and make tasteless comments, it'll be deleted without question, or any negative comments whatsoever. This video is not for debate, this video is solely to remember Mr. Brady and his work. If you disagree with my views on gun control, then say so in another video, but not this one. To the Brady campaign, from this side of the Atlantic, I've got huge respect for the work you do, and stay strong. I know you're working in difficult circumstances, and in terms of the sort of atmosphere that is going on there, but the thing to remember is there's actually been success with their work. This isn't sort of a fickle campaign, because among the successes was the Brady Law that was signed into law in 1994. It was formerly known as the Brady Handgun Violence Prevention Act, and that was signed into law under the Clinton administration in 1994, which basically it was an act of the United States Congress that instituted federal background checks on firearm purchasers in the United States. So this was a very important achievement of the Brady campaign, and it's to their credit that that was brought through. Of course, there's still a lot of work to be done. At present, there is not universal background checks in the United States. There's still discrepancy from state to state. There is important legislation in place, but clearly the controls are not sufficient enough, because you still have a situation where mentally unstable people can far too easily get firearms. And of course the mental health factor is important as well, but I've argued before, I believe the gun lobby have their head in the sand. And they tend to fall into several categories. There are those gun owners who I have no problem with, who maybe don't really know the full picture, and who have been taken in by some of the NRA's propaganda. But then there are the basically borderline psychopaths, such as the open carry crowd, and I've no respect for them. I'm not going to be diplomatic in this video. I've got no respect for those people. I believe they're dangerous psychopaths. As far as I'm concerned, there is absolutely no logic whatsoever in arguing that in order to express liberty, you need to bring a dangerous weapon into a coffee shop. Let's be clear here. These people are not, this isn't a case of having firearms in their gun in their house to protect themselves from criminals. This is a case of thugs who want to brandish their firearms in civilian areas. I've got no sympathy for them whatsoever. And I'm only grateful that I don't live in the United States right now, in places where that happens. And that's not slur against the US. I think America's a great country, but I just think the current situation is utterly tragic. I mean, how many lives have to be shattered before these people wake up and get out of their arrogant delusion? Their callous, arrogant delusion, callous towards victims of gun violence, callous towards the victims of Sandy Hook, callous towards the victims of Aurora, callous towards the victims of Virginia Tech. The list goes on and on and on. And it doesn't matter how many massacres occur, these people will continue to come out with the same rubbish. But anyway, I don't want to dominate this video with a rant. For now, I just want to reflect on Jim Brady. He was a brave man, a principled man, and millions of people will be respecting him tonight and his legacy. My heart goes out to Sarah Brady and to his friends and loved ones. And my message to the Brady campaign is stay strong. Your work is vital. That also goes for the other gun control advocate groups, such as the Coalition to Prevent Gun Violence. I think they're called the Mayors Against Gun Violence. There's numerous groups around, but I have respect for all of them and the important work that they do. And if you're a gun advocate, don't bother coming onto this video, because I'll just delete your comment. It's nothing to do with free speech, it's to do with time and a place. And this video is a testament to Mr. Brady, who's just passed away.